I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds to sign in. I know, there you guys. I'm sure your phones are tweeting, beeping, whatever you want to call it. Okay, my name is Heather Shields, and I'm the first Lexus earner in little old Pittsburgh. Yes, I'm sitting in my shower. If you guys hear some noise in the background, I have construction going on in my house, so I'm hiding in my shower. You'll probably hear some construction work, so just know it's all good. My dog might pop in because she constantly is looking for me. Hi, Christy. So I've decided to call this session Attitude and Answers. And I will be looking at my notes. I have a tendency to follow notes because I get really excited when I'm talking about the business, and I could talk probably for 6 hours if it means helping people with this business when it comes to sharing what works in my story. So the notes kind of keep me on track. So when I'm looking down, I'm not looking at my tile, I'm looking at notes. Okay, so I have a running list of topics that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and so far they've all been addressed. I wanted to talk about being resilient, which Erica just talked about. I wanted to talk about sidelines, which Gina talked about. I wanted to talk about, daily activity, which Lori just talked about yesterday. And I'm really excited about that because that just reiterates in this business that we share what works. So to see all the other leaders, sharing my list, it's because we all like to teach what works. So these Periscope trainings are the best that we can offer you guys from the top of our company. So what I want to talk about is a little bit about your attitude in this business, and then I'm going to answer some questions that were questions from you guys. It doesn't matter what team you're on. I'm sure everybody can benefit from the answers to these questions. So first, I want to talk about your attitude. You control your attitude in this business in every sense. When I went to Napa with the company about 2 years ago, I came up with an acronym. I'm a big acronym person. That's the teacher in me. And I keep this acronym in mind with every part of my business. It's called PACE, P-A-C-E. Positive attitude can excel you in this business. Try and find the positive in everything that you do at this business, and it will take you far. You can get caught up in the negatives, and you can have drama, and you can be sad, or you can chug through and pay attention to all the positive things that happen in this business. When you get that one random customer from a post on Facebook, or you get that text in the middle of the afternoon about how happy someone is because their daughter's acne is clearing up, when you get a random person who wants to all of a sudden message you and join your business, every single one of those little incidents, well, they're big. When they happen to you, you need to pay attention and celebrate them, because all the little progressions and the big progressions make up for all of the negative things that you could spend time dwelling on in this business. So your positive attitude will excel you in this business. So I like to say, did you lose a customer? Well, just be appreciative that they supported you in your business, and then move on and just know that they're going to wrinkle faster than your next customer. Did someone not join you in business? Well, then just keep the positive attitude that it wasn't meant to be, or maybe that they'll be back, because we know a lot of people come back in this business and say they wish they had started sooner. So be positive anyway. And remember that if you are making mistakes, that's not a bad thing, because that is how you learn in this business. And if you're making mistakes, that means that you are doing. And if you are doing, you are learning. And if you are learning, you are growing. And you are growing your business, and you're growing as a leader. Okay, second, I like to say, the second that you hang up on this Periscope training, I want you to walk away with the attitude that the one job that this company asks you to do is to offer this opportunity to everyone. It is not your job to decide whether or not it's for them, but I do feel strongly that it is your job to offer this opportunity to everyone. When you take that mindset or you adopt that attitude, it just kind of lightens everything. We like to remember, keep this business simple, so it simplifies it. It's your job to offer it to everyone that you come in contact with, but it's not your job to decide whether or not they want to do this business. This business is a gift. So even if you're 1 week into this business or you're 2 years or 3 years, having that attitude that this business is a gift is huge, because it is. Even if you haven't had anything grandiose happen yet, I know, being 4 years into the company, that there's nothing else out there with timing, with the products that we have, that this business is a gift, and you should be offering this to everyone. So along with the attitude is the excitement in your voice when you're talking about this business to people. People want to be part of something exciting and fun and new. So when you are talking about our company, you need to have that contagious excitement in your voice. Okay. Lastly, with attitude, what you need to really absorb is that and I learned this very, very early on in my business, and I learned it from my own family, that you cannot prejudge who is going to buy these products or who wants to join you in business. I thought where I was locally that people didn't spend this kind of money on skincare. They do. So you can't prejudge just based on where you live. Plus, we know that your market is anywhere touched by Wi-Fi. It's not just where you live. It's everywhere touched by social media and the internet. So again, you don't want to prejudge where your market is, but you don't want to prejudge who will buy this stuff or who does not need this business. And again, back to the attitude, sharing with everyone. And again, it is a sharing business. I'm forever thankful for my mentor for introducing this business to me, because I started for Target money. I literally wanted to just go spend money at Target because I knew after just quitting teaching that I would be out and about shopping. And, you know, we all know that a Slurpee from Target can get you 30 minutes of shopping with your kids. But it has grown into making me a better person. It's made me a better mom. I'm now the provider for our family. And it's just a gift, and you need to keep that attitude. I want to share, to end this attitude session, and then I'm going to answer some questions. There is a book, and just like Lori said yesterday, constantly read. The professional works that are out there are wonderful. It's called Secrets of Six-Figure Women by Barbara Stanny. And it was a business-changing book for me. And I highly recommend you read it. What it does is it helps you become more aware of your positive mindset, but it also gives you the confidence to be able to walk away and be like, why can't I make this kind of money? Why can't I be successful? Yeah, I may only be an English teacher, but you can be a successful businesswoman or guy, even with no business degree, because of what the company provides us, the support, the technology, etc. But this book was life-changing for me, because I walked away with, there's no reason I can't get to the top just because I'm not filled with degrees, etc. And what the book also does is it interviews very wealthy women, and they give their best advice. So if you have not read Secrets of Six-Figure Women by Barbara Stanny, I highly suggest it. Okay, now I did, with my sideline sister Christy, I did a private training call with her team, and I decided to open it up with questions. And I think, again, whether you're a week in or a year or 4 years, a lot of people with our company may have the same questions. So I'm going to answer a couple of the questions that they brought to the call, and I think they were fabulous, and that's why I'm sharing. Okay, this is one of my favorites. How do you start conversations with strangers? I love this question because I don't ever want to be what we call a perfume sprayer. Like, oh my gosh, here comes that girl, run away. She's going to talk about this, this, this. So I like to, and I call like a little reverse psychology. It's a little mind game. I get people to ask me, oh really? What business have you started? So if someone says to me, oh, I love your hair, I can say, oh, I just got it cut. I went to a really nice place because I started my own business, and this extra money is allowing myself to spoil myself once in a while. The average person is going to